Alright, want to show a loadout-free Nolan full strat, which feels more sane and simple than any I've seen so far. It can be done before or after Janus, in different ways, different timings. Ideally you have a Wampa, which you should have some kind of throwable in your loadout, but there's a hammer by the Politician if you need it. On Nolan's top floor there's 2 guards. It's important to leave this hallway guard standing for now. First, you KO the guard who roams around Nolan's armory and hide his ass. He's good in the room that he usually occupies, and you'll buffer whatever disguise you need on him. Be really careful shooting the camera in the armory from this door, as going even a pixel too far will get you spotted. You could also just run in and get recorded and shoot it out of sight, as we'll deal with the evidence shortly. Shoot the cabinet containing Nolan's weapons. This will cause Nolan to come running upstairs, if he's in the house or on the porch. But it will also cause one of the guards in the house to come investigate. This is why we leave the hallway guard up, so he's the one who comes. But then simply drop something in front of him to cancel him out of that. Now go in the bathroom and shoot the sink to get him investigating that instead. This will allow you to KO him in this unvisited bathroom, which is important as he will be a pain and peek into the armory sometimes. Nolan is going to run straight to the cabinet and his personal guard is going to walk slowly behind. Once his guard gets up and isn't in view of the camera, you can KO him and then Nolan. Oh hey, and look, there's a bunch of free weapons here if you need that for the rest of the spin. Now all that stands between you and the kill is a drag, one camera just in the room that you can shoot out easily, and the exterminator who you will need to turn to get the dump safely. Spencer the Hammer Green does come upstairs, but he will only go into the room with this lethal window, so drag Cassidy's personal guard into the armory. Or ignore that, and after doing the kill, we might as well just go down, KO the remaining guards, destroy the evidence, and get Spencer's clue. And all others we need before going to Janus. This will mean no cameras at Janus's house, and no need to go into the basement. If you go this route, make sure you go out and deal with Cassidy's outside guard, who will have seen Cassidy's body fall and will bag him and try to drag him into the bathroom, obviously allowing him to see any bodies inside the bottom floor of the house. And yeah, then you can just grab all the clues you need and go off to deal with Janus. Before we move on to the probably superior Janus first approach though, let me quickly show this applied to the Politician's ass and the Politician. For the Politician's assistant, it's mostly the same, just with a delay at the start from grabbing him. But this shows that nearby disguises are still good with this strat as long as you shoot that cabinet before Nolan has left his porch.
Cassidy looks to be a gun enthusiast. The room looks like it's outfitted with security and alarms. Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, Christian. James awaits your attention.
Check it out.
A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft, and it's full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and her sister, having been appointed chairwomen of the Art Society. Heard that name before. This is a good find for us.
For the Politician, there's one extra thing to be aware of. One of those upstairs guards can see the Politician's body get tranked sometimes, so we need to be careful of that timing change. Really, it helps us so long as we're aware of it, and check where the guards are before going out into the hallway. Now we can move on to perhaps the even better overall approach, which is achieving the same thing after dealing with Janus and getting whatever disguise we need. In this case, I'll assume you've gotten the clue from Janus's basement and destroyed the evidence there, so we don't need to worry about it here. Though I didn't spend a long time figuring out optimization, so there may be more efficient ways to do all of these things, I'll leave that up to the Creek enthusiasts. Only thing we need to do here is grab the flash grenades from the middle of the room as we shoot the cabinet, and also don't KO the hallway guard yet. Instead, we go out and grab the clues. Here, for some reason, I KO the outside guard in advance. You definitely don't need to do this because we'll exit before Nolan is bagged and we aren't KOing the bottom floor guards anyway.
This could mean that Constance and Janus meet up on a regular basis.
Once you get back, you can KO that hallway guard who will be in the armory and box him. We left him up so we can telepathically communicate to Nolan that the flash grenades are missing. This will make Nolan have a quick tantrum and come running back into the house, right into this armory. We have way more time to hide the guard, so we don't need to play around with sinks like we did when Nolan was only running from downstairs. And that's basically all there is to it. I know people have loads of fancy, fast, late ISOs on Nolan anyway, but I mean, this one may be good to know too as a backup, as it's easy, requires nothing, and can be done at any time, even if you don't need 4. And maybe others can expand on this idea. Alright, enjoy.